a documentary was released. And this documentary involved a certain individual. Certain individual's name is Wendy Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know Wendy Williams. Well, I don't know if we all know, but just give you a quick history or and then bring up the speed of her condition now. So Wendy Williams, radio host, TV personality, TV show host, made her name and made her career early on, especially early on the radio and commentary with other celebrities and gossip.
Mm-hmm.
And was, in a sense, some would say ruthless with her methods of gossip. Some of the news that she would bring forth, and pissed off a lot of people along the way. Messed up a lot of relationships.
And may I just interject with this? This is in her radio years in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the younger audience, this is back when Tupac was still alive. He had a beef with Wendy Williams. Like, this is how far we go back.
Like, man, we saying all them guys, everybody had beef with Wendy Williams. Not everybody, but a lot of people had beef with Wendy Williams. And then fast forward to her TV show, you know, she gets a little bit more calm, but then she still brings a lot of attention to people's mess. And it still rubs a lot of people the wrong way, but she's a little bit more likable at this point when you fast forward to the later 2000s, mid 2000s.
Oh, and I'm sorry to cut you off. One more point. Also, to bring it full circle for some context for other people who may be less familiar with how she was on the radio. Charlamagne the God pretty much mentored under her. Mm-hmm. Like, he came in the radio station under her, working as her assistant on air. Right. So some of his wilder years that y'all know from Charlamagne before he started calming down more recently, that's in the vein Wendy came from. You know what I'm saying? He get that off her.
Yeah, for sure.
But people forget that when she go into TV world, she's more likable. Yeah.
So some people forgot. Some people forgot.
Some, not all.
Your younger crowd forgot. But there are some people who do remember. And now she has this documentary that's come out. And even before the documentary, you know, she's had issues with health. And I don't necessarily like speaking on people's health because that's a tough thing. Dealing with your health internally is a tough thing. So I'm not making light of anybody's health scares, or me and you both, we've had our own. But I've seen a lot of commentary and comments based on this documentary and seen her in the condition that she's been in and saying, well, this is her karma. This is what she gets. And I don't know how you feel about it, but me personally, just go to a quick answer on how I feel about it. It doesn't make me feel good. And it just brings the question to me, like, are people too comfortable claiming karma on other people's misfortunes? And are they right for it? Whether it's the person in that's spectating or observing, or the person who's going through the misfortune that they impacted. Like, is it okay, or is it too comfortable to be like, all right, well, see, that's what you get. This is what you're going through. Now see. What's your take? What's your stance?
Yeah, I think people are way too comfortable doing that, you know. Because people are always looking for someone to get their comeuppance, and they're hoping that it happens to somebody. And anytime it does, in whatever the circumstance is, any glimmer of it happening, people are like, yeah, that's their karma. That's karma. Da, da, da. And I think people are just too comfortable with that, man, because it makes them feel better about what they think of somebody supposed to have happened to them, you know, like what they think is fair. You know, I got news for people, man. If you ain't had your health scare yet, keyword yet, it's coming. It's coming for all of us. Like, because at the end of the day, this journey has to end. So you're going to find a way out of it at some point. So as you get older, you get old enough, you'll start to wear it out a little bit, and your body won't be able to do some of the things that it did before. But we all going to have it. We're all going to die. We're all not going to be here forever, you know? So people are jumping for joy with that. And it's just like, It's unnecessary. It was bound to happen, and it has nothing to do with karma. And in my own opinion, I'll ruffle some feathers here. I want to believe in karma, but I'm not convinced of karma. So it's just, to me, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's just something that's bound to happen.
It's bound to happen. You're right. And we've had this conversation on karma, I think, episodes ago. On how we felt about karma. And for even those who do believe in something as karma, or chickens coming home to roost, or you're receiving what you put out for so many years. What you said about people, I forgot what the word that you just used was, like applauding or championing or something like that. Like you're reveling in somebody's karma, even if that's what you believe. Like if you believe it's karma, what I really disagree with, like you can be like, if that's what you want to believe, that is karma, and what somebody is going through is what they deserve because the energy that they put out, or the lifestyle that they lived, or how they impacted people. You got to be careful. Be careful on, cheering for it and pointing it out, or even speaking on it. If you feel that way, honestly, I feel like how you should handle it is sit back and be like, okay, that might be their karma. I'm gonna sit back, and I don't have to comment on it. I don't have to go make the person feel bad about it. You just let karma, if you believe in that is karma, do what it's doing. Now when you get out of line, like I said, being too comfortable claiming karma on somebody's misfortune is going back and talking about it and speaking on it and being happy about it and sharing it on and pushing the narrative forward. That's getting out of line. Now if you believe in karma, now you're looking for that to come back on you. Now somebody gonna be talking about you going through whatever it is that you gotta go through. Because ain't nobody cleaning.
If you believe in karma, you're opening the door for karma to now get you for the same thing that you putting out. You putting out celebrating other people's misfortunes, and therefore you put that out, you bound to get it. And at the end of the day, we all gonna have misfortunes, because life is like a stock chart. You know what I mean? You have your ups and your downs and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Everybody's going through it, whether you see it or not. We all having ups, wins, and victories, and we all having losses along the way. No person is void of having that experience where some days are better than others and some days are worse than others. But I don't care how much you're going through, you got to be able to understand that's what you're going through, and you got to be able to see it that way. Some people think, oh, my life is terrible all the time. No, you're having some good days along the way. You're just missing it because you focus on the negative. And some people think my life is perfect, but no, you're having some negative days along the way also, but you just choose not to see it that way. So when people are saying that's karma, it's not karma. It's just the journey of life. Everybody's having ups and downs along the way. So if you're going to be celebrating somebody's downs, what does that say about you? Like, why you calling it karma? It's not karma. It's just what it is. It's the journey of life. And you shouldn't celebrate it if you believe in karma, especially because now you're asking for it back.
Yeah. That's the thing that trips me out. It's like for the people who use the term karma when they're making their claim and they're making their statement, it's like, if you're going to say that or you feel that way, then you should be the last one saying it. Now, for those who like, hey, that's how, for me, okay, well, there's no excuse for celebrating. I was gonna try to find another way to say, well, there's another way to look at it. If you're on this side, yes, there's no reason or no excuse or no purpose to celebrate somebody's misfortune or downfall. It's none. It's none. It's none.
It ain't none.
Unless, but even then, I'm trying to find a way. But I can't.
I can't think of nobody that I've disliked that I was happy when I hear something bad happen to them. I've heard stories of stuff going bad for people that I really ain't fool with like that. It don't make me feel good. I don't wish it on them.
Point of somebody who's done something to you or to a family member, like if somebody hurt one of your parents or your brother, sister, son, daughter, and maybe you can find a case for somebody wanting to see something bad happen to somebody who. Like if they harmed your child, but even then, like I'm from a side of I'd rather not see anything bad happen to anybody, regardless, and there is a process that I am not a part of, that if anything was to happen to somebody who did something bad, that has nothing to do with me, even if they did something to somebody I love. Now, my job is to protect the ones I love. My job is to protect my loved ones, but my job is not to wish bad on anybody, even if they did something wrong to my loved ones. I'm going to let whatever justice system, whatever God has in store for them, let that be that. My job is to protect my own. And part of me protecting, unless I have to physically harm somebody to stop them from harming myself or my loved ones, then okay. But it's not me trying to wish bad on somebody. That's the realm of where I'm trying to be at. Where I'm trying to find some kind of reasoning.
And see, you're a good God-fearing man like that. So I expect that stance from you. But let me clarify where I stand at with something like that. If it's somebody wronged my family or something like that, I don't get joy out of seeing something bad happen to them in return. But I am a fan of retaliation. If I get them, then I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I got them, I feel good. But if somebody else got them, it don't make me feel good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like if somebody hit somebody in my family and then I find out a year later somebody beat them up, that don't do nothing for me. But if I got them, then cool.
It wasn't your payback.
It wasn't my payback. Like, you see what I'm saying? So that's my personal stance for it. If we talk about karma, I don't need some magical force to come get them back for me. But if I can get them, I feel good about it. That's not to say I won't want to get them. I might want to get them back. That few people I got on my checklist, I still owe them. I ain't got them yet, but I owe them. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
hey, look, if you wrong, Jared,
I'm saying it's coming. It might be over. You know what I'm saying? It's in my world, it's over. But
you ain't checked you off the box yet.
Yeah, I ain't forgot about you. Under the right circumstances, I might still want to get you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But just because I found out, like, if I found out you lost your job, I'm not like, woohoo, yeah, they lost their job. Like, I don't care about that. I don't want to hear nothing bad happen to you.
Okay, well, something makes sense.
Even if I still might hurt you myself, I don't want to hear nothing bad happen to you.
So what if somebody made you lose your job? They were actively trying to make you lose your job, and they were successful in forcing you to lose your job, and then they lost theirs.
Yeah.
Maybe I might be a little happy about that.
I mean, you might say you know what I'm saying? Because
what would you get?
Because you can't ever get them back with that. Okay, with something like that, right? My character, I would never tell on nobody to make them lose their job, even if I knew the foul they were doing. Like, I'm not gonna bring myself to go rat them out. So I could never get in
or whatever.
Yeah,
lying on you. Or whatever.
Even if they cause me to lose mine, that's a form of revenge I could never get. So, it is what it is with that. Yeah. So if it happens to me, like, okay,
nah, you gonna get me? I'm bringing everybody down with me. Like, y'all, nope, you come down here. Nope, you want to allow? No, you come. Well, he was doing this.
Yeah.
I can see that. I mean, I can see that. But I guess you're not built that way. So I can see how some people can be.
I can see how some people could do that also. And if somebody chose to go that way, I could knock them for it. Yeah. If they was like, no, all y'all going down with me. But I'm not. I couldn't sleep at night when I did that.
And with that, that's something different outside of somebody's health. Because if I lose a job, or I lost some money, I can always get some money back. I can get another job. I can find a way. But to go through a health situation and to watch somebody deteriorate and go through a rough spell, that's hard for me. But then I can understand some people's standpoint. Like, you think about pedophiles. So I guess I'm back and forth. It's like, okay, well, you did this and you hurt all these kids. This is happening for you. I guess it would be
circumstantial. It's circumstantial.
And I think
she was a gossip person, and I'm sure she hurt some people along the way. But come on, man, have we really grown past sticks and stones? Break my bones, but words will never hurt. We ain't out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I guess it's how egregious the act was that you're saying their karma is is being dealt with.
Yeah.
But even still then, I'm not going and I'm not celebrating it. I still wouldn't celebrate it. Like you talk about like the people like who might have been pedophiles or whatever, and they're going through a rough time and they're getting their get back of some sort. I'm still not going to celebrate it. I'm still not celebrating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely comes down to different scenarios, man. But I think, I'm sure she's hurt some people's characters along the way, and she probably hurt some people's feelings, and she's talking about somebody's family members and stuff like that, so I know people are not gonna fool with her. There are gonna be certain people that just, I don't rock with Wendy, and good riddance, but I don't think that there should be a situation where you're celebrating, you know what I'm saying? I don't think her character or her what she was doing deserves that per se. There are people that have done a whole lot more evil that they didn't celebrate, I mean, the people didn't celebrate when something bad happened to them.
Yeah, yeah, I get what you're saying. I got what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, but that's where people are kind of, I think I don't know, man. It's a lot of celebrating now, man. People be happy to see people go down, man. People be happy about that stuff now, man.
Yeah.
Like it's a dog pack mentality. Because once you start going down, everybody jump on you. Everybody quick to cancel you and hate you in groups and stuff. And
and I think it's trendy. It's trendy to hate on somebody when they're going through, like you said, jump on it. And I think it's become a trendy thing. Oh, it's their turn. They're going through it. All right, everybody, let's go. Let's flood their comment section or whatever they post, and let's say all these nasty things and whatever, or remind them of this. I think it's just a trendy thing. Like you said, the cancel thing, or the trolling, or whatever. I think it's just a trendy thing of, hey, they're going through this. We got to jump. That's just the culture that's been cultivated over the last few years with the social media thing. I think.
Hey guys, who are we hating today? We hate him today. Let's get him. Like
yeah, that's
weird.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
You don't have if it's not close to you, you don't have no personal feelings for it. Like Puffy going through all the stuff he going through now, I don't have no personal feelings towards him. Like as far as being a person, I think it's disgusting some of the stuff that's being alleged against him.
Yeah,
but I don't hate the guy personally. I don't have to get online and attack him. Like he's going through what he's going through already, and he'll feel it in the end. He won't, if he's actually guilty, he'll get his day. You know what I mean? But I don't have to be the one out here trying to tear him down over it because I don't know. I'm not connected to it.
Not my job. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. Let whatever happened in that realm happen in that realm. It's not for me to do.
And if it ends up in court and they find him guilty, they'll get him. Like, and if he deserves to be gotten, so be it. Like, hey man. But I don't know. We all be looking for something to hate, be mad at, man, I guess.
But I mean, when it comes down to it, just let it be what it is. I don't think we have to, necessarily claim karma on people's lives. They go through what they go through. Everything will come around in its time that it needs to come around in.
Yeah, and this is what you do. To take it back to the first half of the conversation, if you don't like what you're hearing about somebody, then you detach yourself from that person by not supporting it. That's how you get them. If you don't, the same way we said the companies is taking advantage of people, don't support it. And then that'll rectify it. If you don't like Wendy Williams and what she's going through, then don't watch her show. Don't give her don't watch the documentary. You ain't got to talk bad about her life. Just don't support what she got going on. Exactly. That's how you get her. Don't buy Puffy's records if you don't like how Puffy treated people. Like, you win. That's how you get it.